everyone. So it has been like a month since I have posted anything, and I keep, there have been a number of times when I have actually like recorded something, but then whatever I'm recording on, whether it's my phone or my iPad or whatever, will like cut off before I'm done, because I don't have enough space on like any of my devices. I need to clear things off. And then I just don't, I don't have it in me to try to record it again. So, anyway, so I wanted to come and just put something up, to say hi, to give a brief update on what's going on, and, so anyway, because I feel like the longer I go without putting anything up, the less likely I am to actually ever get around to it. And I don't want things to fall off on my channel. Like I don't want to stop posting, but having the time and the energy and everything to do videos that I want to do, that I think would be interesting, it's just not there. So anyway, but here's a little quick update. So we are still plugging along. Eric right now is at clinic. His mom took him. My parents, who've been helping a ton, have been on vacation. So my parents have been away, so it's been a little bit more chaotic and stressful, especially because this cycle requires a lot more. There's a lot more to it. So where most cycles, it's like once a week he has to go in for clinic and labs, and sometimes chemo, sometimes blood transfusions if it's not counts are low and whatnot. But this cycle has been multiple times a week. So last Wednesday, he started this cycle, which is the prophylactic CNS cycle. So it's basically to protect his central nervous system, to prevent the leukemia from getting into his central nervous system to his brain, because they were finding that, so he has, I think I've mentioned before that he has basically the pediatric leukemia. Mostly kids get it. I think like 85% of cases are under 18. So he is on the pediatric protocol, which they are now using. His doctor anyway has kind of spearheaded research and whatnot, and is now using it for anyone 40 and younger, or younger than 40. I'm not sure which, but so anyway, so they found that they would treat the leukemia and it would be successful, the treatment would be successful, and then down the road the kids would relapse in their brains. And so then they added in this stuff to protect their brains, so that hopefully that won't happen, and that doesn't really happen anymore. So so this cycle consists of in total 4 lumbar punctures with chemo. It's called intrathecal chemo, that's injected into his spinal column, his spinal fluid. 8 days of radiation on his brain, and it's just like a little, like low dose radiation, but it's still radiation. So he has 2 days left of that. Today he's getting the second of the 4 lumbar punctures he was supposed to get. This was supposed to be his third, but things didn't work out on Monday this week, so he's going to have the remaining 2 next week. And then he got a bunch of chemo last Wednesday, IV chemo, and he's on an oral chemo, and he was on 5 days of steroids. So like there's a lot packed into, and this is a 3-week cycle. He will finish the radiation next Tuesday. He has Monday off because it's a holiday, but he'll finish the radiation on Tuesday, and he will have the last lumbar puncture. Now it will be next Friday, so he'll go next Tuesday and Friday for the last 2 of those. And he's going to be having a bone marrow biopsy, which will be his 3rd one, just to make sure that everything's still good, I guess. So that will happen either Tuesday or Friday next week. It's been a lot, and he, I think, has hit his wall with kind of what he can handle, and he kind of broke down last night, and it's just he's getting really tired of feeling this way, and I mean, I can understand that. It's been interesting to hear how he's doing and how he's handling being sick and everything, because I have 17 years of experience being chronically ill under my belt. And there have been times when I have been probably as sick as he is now, and on treatment that has made me feel as sick as the treatment that he's on is making him feel. Thankfully, that is behind me, and I hope I never have to go back to that place. But it's been interesting because my having gone through it, in some ways, yes, it makes me more understanding and sympathetic, but in some other ways, I find that I don't have as much patience as I might like for what he's going through, because like, I've already been there. There have been quite a few stressful days, and I'm sure that there are more ahead, and we have found out that he is likely not going to be up to going back to work when he was hoping, so we're going to be, most likely, he's going to be going on to long-term disability, which is less of his salary, which is going to be stressful, and he's going to, I mean, he's already going crazy, like, feeling like he's not doing anything, and he's not really able to do anything because he's not feeling well enough, but it would be really good for him to be able to have something to focus on and that he's able to put his energy into. So we were hoping that he would be feeling up to going back to work in mid-October when the short-term disability runs out, but his the nurse practitioner, I think she's a nurse practitioner, or she's either a nurse practitioner or a physician's assistant, said that he might be looking more at like January. So that was tough to hear, and we also found out that maintenance treatment, which we thought was only going to be once a month stuff, is actually weekly chemo, which we can possibly do locally, but like, it's still weekly. So that's chemo. The update on what's going on with me, kind of, with us. My goal is, what is it? It's almost September. So my goal is, like, starting in September, I would like to start making it a priority to post something at least once a week. So yeah, so we'll see if I can get that done. I know that I don't have a ton of people who watch me, but I do appreciate everyone who does and the support that I get, and I really enjoy watching other people's videos. It's a nice kind of distraction. That's right. It's a nice distraction from what's going on. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will be back with another video like in a week or so. So I hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you again soon.